It's not going to come every day, but it is going to come on the things that really matter to you. But you have to find a way. This is the bottom line here. You have to find a way that the beliefs that you're dragging around are not active at the same time that you're focused on your desires. Because whatever you're focused upon is active. And if you've got an active belief in your vibration, it is most likely blocking out your reception of what you really want. So you just got to decide, what influence do I want to be under? Do I want to be under the influence of source or under the influence of something else? Do I want to be under the influence of the solution or under the influence of the problem? And you know how you get there easily is meditate. Because when you meditate, you stop your thoughts, and when you stop your thoughts, you stop your beliefs, and when you stop your beliefs, you stop your resistant beliefs. And when there's no resistance within your vibration rises, and there your inner being is right there ready to meet you with clarity. With clarity. So no rush, because your inner being isn't saying time's a wasting. Time's a wasting. Your inner being is just right there, knowing what you want, knowing where you are in relationship to what you want, guiding you to exposure to thoughts and experiences that take you closer and closer and closer to what you want. But you know what trips so many of you up? Often you're standing in a place that you don't want to be, and your inner being is calling you closer to where you want to be. But because you're being called closer to where you want to be, and because you're like the corn in the ground that is evolving, and it's not going to happen all at once this red hot minute, you grow impatient. You're not sensitive enough to note the improvement, because you're looking for the manifestation rather than looking for the improved emotion. If you could let what you're looking for be just feeling better, if you could let what you're looking for be a sense of relief, if you could let what you're looking for be a vibrational experience rather than a park it in the garage experience, as in a car manifested or a business manifesting or a lover manifesting, if you could let it be just the improvement in the way you feel, then you could know for sure with firsthand knowledge that you are moving toward what you want. And just like the farmer with the seed of corn in the ground, you're willing to let it be in the ground. You're not only willing to let it be in the ground, you want it to stay into the ground until it's ready to come out and be what you want it to be.
You think it's important to develop those inner senses, the self-talk?
Only if you want to be happy. We think it is essential to deliberate creation, to understand that you live in a vibrational world and that your emotions are your key to how you're doing vibrationally. And anything less than that leaves you like a cork on a raging sea, bopping around, bipping around, bobbing around, and reacting to life, but having no control. But when you accept that you are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, and that you have a vibrational inner being who's offering you vibrational signals, and you know that your key to recognizing those vibrations is emotion, if you will follow good feelings, eventually in the midst of those good feelings, you will receive clear thought and clear impulse to act and excellent timing in co-creating with others who are there too, you see. Oh, this isn't hard. It's so easy, but it does require reorienting yourself from a physical what is world. Humans are looking around, we love you so much, at what is, and from what is you're creating more. But instead of looking or sensing or feeling toward what's coming, you keep looking at what is. And what is a vibrational frequency that prevents the new. If you're so enamored by what is, wanted or unwanted, it can't become more. You have to accept that there is a vibrational reality. You have to be willing, and this is a big ask. This is a big ask from us to you. You have to be willing to feel your way rather than see, hear, smell, taste, touch your way. You have to be willing to feel good because you sense it, not because you have proof that others can see. Last night, Esther always comes to the hotel early, and they give her a speedy route, usually in most hotels. Last hotel was so large, this one much easier. From her sleeping room, through the service elevator, through the kitchen to the backstage. It keeps her steady and always is nice. And the night before, the hotel staff, nice woman, showed her the way. So when Esther awakens, she always feels that sense of knowing how to come. So as she was shown that entrance last evening, she had an impulse that she has never had before. She said, where are the main elevators in relationship to this service elevator when I get to the mezzanine level? And the woman said, just right outside the door, just right around the corner. And so as Esther went down, she stepped out and looked at that, and she saw the main elevators and a door that led her in. In other words, it was like a plan B that she had never thought to ask for before. But it was very clear. She asked for it and found it, and there it was. And so this morning when she pushed the button on the service elevator, she could hear clanging and banging, and the door would not open. It would not come. It was hung up in some way. And then another girl came in who was servicing the floor, and Esther said, is this elevator not? No, that elevator is not working this morning. And Esther thought, oh well. She knew exactly what to do, because her inner being knew that that elevator was not going to be working this morning. How, you want to know? Infinite intelligence knows everything that's coming about. There's a pattern about it. So you want advanced announcements? Esther always says, Abraham never gives me the backstory on anything, just the impulse. Even now, no backstory on anything, just the words right now, the appropriate words right now, the appropriate explanation right now is what she gets. And so you all are living that all the time. Esther got on that regular elevator and stepped out of it and came into the known environment and felt so happy for the guidance and so glad at the ease of it. You see what we're getting at? There are so many ways to get from where you are to where you want to be, and often it's not the plan that you've devised. But the plan that you've devised is not necessarily the best plan. Esther devised a plan to ride on an elevator that was not going to be working the next morning. That's not a very good plan. So her inner being had devised another plan. And there's always another plan. So many endless plans. But humans, you get hung up. You think you need to do it exactly the way that you'd planned to do it. But when you factor in infinite intelligence and what infinite, can you just try to wrap your mind around intelligence of such massive proportion that it understands everything about your now vibration and how that fits with every other frequency or offer of every other vibration on the planet, and knows what matches up with an intention of always guiding you only toward what you want. Your inner being is never guarding you from something gone wrong, always guiding you toward what's going right, always. So we're sort of doing a sales job that you don't require, because you're not questioning, do I want to be in sync with my inner being? That whole sales job is sort of unnecessary to you, to all of you really. But we just want you to know these things you want so much, since I can have anything that I desire, and since I have put it piece by piece by piece into a vibrational reality, and since it exists, we're shouting, and since source energy, my inner being, knows to the infinitesimal detail what I want and who I am, and since my inner being is completely in love with the blessed being that I am, and since these signals are being offered constantly, I might want to meditate so I can sync up with that.